We are back on MorningLine. Thanks for joining us. Nick Barris here with Allison Fields, our veterinarian, taking your phone calls if you'd like to join in the conversation. The number is 737-7587 if you want to jump in. Carol waited through the break. Let's go to Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, I like cat, Kate Meow. Tell me what that called for.
I'm sorry, say that again for me?
What was that?
I like cat, Kate Meow.
You want a cat that won't meow?
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that that's a selective gene that we can choose for.
Wait, what? Yeah, what did he say exactly, Rick? Was it okay. Cats, okay, if it's the cats that don't meow, it's interesting, or dogs that don't bark. That's not, now there may be a characteristic where a dog's more quiet than another and doesn't bark as much, or a cat has different pitch sounding meows, like we've talked about. Some Siamese, you know, there's not a breed that
doesn't meow, no.
One thing that infuriates me is people that get dogs or cats and they pay surgically. I don't know who would do it. You would not do it. Would you cut a dog's vocal cords?
They don't do that much anymore. I don't honestly know anybody who has vets who have done that. I will say though that there are cases that, like, you have this dog and it won't quit it barks constantly, and you've tried medical, you've tried behavioral, and especially if you live in an apartment and the police are being called. At some point it becomes a matter of the dog is either going to get rehomed, euthanized, or you debark it because of that. So that's kind of the method of last resort. If it comes down to, you know, this dog's getting euthanized because it won't stop.
Yeah.
But no, not many people do that. So there is a breed that doesn't usually bark, and that is the Basenji, but they howl and scream.
Yeah. Okay.
So they don't bark, but they do make noise. So there's really, I mean, there are some dogs that don't, but not breed-wise, but there are some dog personalities that really don't bark, but there's no way to know that until you have the dog.
Have it. Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And there's some cats that don't, personality-wise, that don't make a whole lot. I have one cat that very rarely meows, Oliver. But Gammon and Madeline,
they're more vocal. They'll just like if they're happy to see you.
And if Oliver does meow, it's like a meow. He doesn't meow well. So yeah, the other two let me know things.
Yeah, you make a really good point that in extreme cases, certainly, as opposed to euthanizing a dog. Now, I have seen, aside from surgical procedures, and I didn't like this, it was a beagle. And if you go to get a beagle, it's not like he's going crazy. Not ours, we've never done this, but that you can get one of those electric bands that goes around the throat.
A bark collar.
Yeah.
My dog has one.
How does it work?
My dog has one.
How's it work?
It senses vibrations.
Like if it tightens
and it there's a lot of different ones. You can get them that beep, and then they vibrate, and then they might shock.
So it warns
just
the dog, yeah.
Oh yeah. So mine has one that beeps and then vibrates, because she had developed a really bad habit of running out the back door and running to the back fence and just barking her little bottom off. And it's annoying to the neighbors. I don't want to be one of those people.
Nope, that's right.
And so I got her a bark collar that it beeps once, and then I think at the second bark it beeps twice, and then at the third bark it beeps 3 times, and it vibrates. And you can see her kind of go.
She'll realize.
But it distracts.
Yeah, so it's not hurting
and then there are also ones that have a shock in them.
Okay.
And I think ours does. It's just not turned off, so it goes from beep to vibrate to shock. Now, the shocks have different levels, and what I always tell people, which is what we did, if you're going to use a shock collar on your dog, whether it's an electric fence, I mean, there's really no difference between an electric fence shock collar or a bark collar. Just test it on yourself. You know, put it on, test it, see how bad it is, and if you're like, oh, that hurt, turn it down.
Yeah. Oh, I've done that. We have an electric fence where we're at because we have a big yard. And someone once, I posted a picture of like Betty, our dog. Someone was like, well, I always think shock collars or whatever are cruel. And you know what? You're just darn wrong. They're not. We're not out there to shock them. What we do is they
used inappropriately.
work wonderfully, and they're never getting shocked. There's one time where they may discover it, and I make sure it's a setting that's not painful, but it gets their attention, and they have never been shocked since. And it's not something where I hit the button and shock the animal or anything, and it works. And it's an invisible fence, and they know that boundary. You started off with little flags in the middle. It is not cruel. I think it's more cruel to chain them to a tree.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so people
Tell
who
us
say
how
that
you
are
really
just
feel, Nick.
well, it's ignorance. Now, if you're setting it wrong and you're shocking the crap out of them, or if you're doing something wrong and not training them properly to use it, yes, that's horribly wrong. Otherwise, if you think it's cruel, you're just flat wrong. All right? It's more cruel to chain them to a tree and leave them there. Well, at least they're staying there. And they work. They work. Now, the thing you've always said about electric fences, which is where we're going to be moving to another location that's more out in the wild, it doesn't keep animals out. Yeah, we're building a house that's going to be more in the Lebanon area. And it's going to have more property up there, but it's also, there could be more critters, and it doesn't keep like a coyote out, right? So you have to remember that your animal's still potentially at risk.
Correct.
Keeps the animal in.
So maybe you need to fence in a small little dog area.
That's exactly what we're going to have to do, something like that.
It also doesn't stop people from taking your dog.
No, yeah, that's dog thefts. There was someone the other day that posted her service dog was stolen. It was a boxer. I think she may have gotten it back, but just so
service
upsetting.
Dog or?
That's what she said. I didn't see certification.
Yeah. We could have a whole show on the whole service/emotional support animal situation right now.
We may touch. Well, I want to know what you think on that. Let's take Jill real quick. Jill, good morning. Hi, Jill.
Morning, Jill.
Hi.
Hey, what's on your mind?
I have a question regarding the flea control. What about these new collars? I think they're called Seresto.
Seresto collars.
We have a really hard time with the cat. The cat thinks we're killing them every time we put the topicals on them. I know there's no way we could give them a pill. So I was just wondering the difference between the collar, and it's supposed to be flea and tick, correct?
Yeah. So here's the thing with cats. They don't make a pill for fleas and ticks for cats, so that's off the table. So you're left with topicals and you're left with the Seresto collar or other collars. If you're going to use a collar, I do like the Seresto. It lasts for, I think it's 8 months. It does fleas and ticks. The only concern with cats is cats are A, really good at getting collars off. B, they can get hung on things, especially if this is an indoor-outdoor cat. And I feel like the Seresto collars are a breakaway collar, meaning safety collar for cats, so that if they do get hung on something, it will break and not string them or hang them to death. That being said, it's a $50, $60 flea collar that lasts for a long time. Do you really want to have to replace it once a month when your Houdini cat gets out of it over and over again or breaks it because they got hung on something? So they work great. They do have to be kept snug, not tight. And this is always the middle ground that's really hard to get. If it's too loose, it doesn't work. If it's too tight, it obviously can cause problems. So it needs to be snug, but not tight. So that being said, they are not my preferred flea and tick control for cats, just because I feel like they get pulled off, or break, which they should when the cat gets hung up on something, and they're a little bit expensive. I know that cats act like you're killing them when you put on the topical, but there is a new, there's not a new, but Brevecto, which makes a chewable tablet for dogs, makes a topical for cats that lasts for 3 months. So you only have to kill your cat.
What was that one called?
I'm sorry?
What was that one called?
Brevecto.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a topical, it's a tablet for dogs, but topical for cats, and it lasts for 3 months, so you only have to kill your cats 4 times a year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So either one of those, I think, it's just a matter of what you want to do. Some of the topicals not only do fleas and ticks, but like Revolution, Advantage Multi, does heartworms and intestinal parasites. So depending on, if they're indoor, outdoor, this is a great conversation to have with your veterinarian as to what they think they should be on for the best coverage for their lifestyle.
Right. Well, ours are just indoors, so
yeah.
That's okay, but I like to keep them covered and give them what
I would do the Brevecto. That's easy. You don't have to worry about keeping a collar on.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
You betcha. Thank you for your call. That's good. You know, it is amazing as I just listen to you talk about all these varieties and things that you can do out there that work so well. I remember the old days as a little kid.
God.
We had cats,
and
it
you
was
had to dip them.
Either dip or this powder stuff, or these collars you'd put on that smelled horrible. And more often than not, your cat would get a rash around the neck. But the powder, and then when you pick up the cat to pet it, you're getting this powder all over. It's ugh.
I remember having to dip the cats.
Yeah, things have come such a long way for the better. Listen, we'll take a break. That was a great phone call. We've got some other calls, 737-7587. Questions for the vet. She'll nail them for you right after this. Stay with us.